Dubai Autodrome was witness to yet another epic pair of racers recently from the MotorCity UAE Sportbikes. This weekend there were no 1000cc bikes out on track, so it was up to the 600cc class riders to deliver on the action. With the qualifying session over, just 1.3 seconds separated the top 6 bikes, with Surya Raja taking pole position on his replacement Yamaha ahead of Mahmoud Tanir and Joe Oxley, all on the front row. But as race 1 got underway, Raja had a terrible start and dropped down the pack, leaving Tanir alone at the head of the field. Undaunted, the Indian rider clawed his way back to second place and eventually crossed the line less than half a second behind Tanir, who took the win.
That was, I wouldn't say perfect, but maybe 95%, so that's close to perfect. We wanted to lead from the start because we knew, there was a fair competition, from the guys. So we wanted to set the pace and just try and put the maximum amount of laps that we can with the fastest time. And we managed to do that. I think we went into the maybe high 147s, so that's a very good time.
After a difficult season so far, things finally seem to be coming together again for Erikas Savikas. He finished race 1 in 3rd place to seal his first podium of the year, but he had to fight all the way to keep Joe Oxley on the Ducati behind him. No luck for Colin Hines though. Despite qualifying at the head of the rookie class, he failed to get out for either race due to mechanical problems with his Kawasaki. Elsewhere, and guest rider Chris Doyle once again proved impressive in just his 2nd race weekend. Issues with his bike though meant he only just got out to qualify in time, but still managed 3rd in class. And as race 1 got underway, he quickly got the jump on another new rider, Michael Collins, and from there on held on to the class lead, crossing the line comfortably ahead of Collins in 2nd and Neil Hawke in 3rd. But with Doyle not scoring championship points, it was Dominic von Polnitz who finished in 3rd, a good recovery after dropping his bike earlier in the day during qualifying, as well as jarring his shoulder again following a tumble last time out. Later in the day, and race 2 was equally as action-packed. While the rookies finished in the same order as race 1, in the veteran 600cc class, Omar Naji was chasing Rob Nicholas hard for 4th place. This allowed Erikas Savikas to break away ahead of them and build up a solid gap in 3rd place. No luck though for Joe Oxley. After powering through the field, a broken foot peg on the Ducati put paid to his podium hopes, and another frustrating day for the Irish rider. Meanwhile, the real battle was at the front of the field between Surya Raja and Mahmoud Tanir. Both riders were nose to tail throughout the race, but then Raja got a break and managed to pull out a 1-second lead over his Lebanese rival. Further down the field, and Mike Down came off his bike, causing a red flag to stop the race. And there was more drama to follow with the steward's inquiry call after the first 6 bikes to cross the finish line were deemed to have ignored the red flags. As a result, all 6 riders were fined but held on to their final positions, which meant that Surya Raja took the win ahead of Mahmoud Tanir in 2nd, and Erikas Savikas once again finished in 3rd.
Race 2, compared to race 1, it was easier because in race 1 I had major mechanical issues with my bike and I was just not able to shift down gears well. So, and even in race 1, I was actually catching up to Mahmoud, but I was losing him on the point where I was not able to shift down the gears. But race 2, we managed to overcome that problem, and it actually showed. We were able to keep up, pass, and then build a gap, and then the issue came back in the last 2 laps. But fortunately, we had enough gap. We had made enough gaps, so we could make use of that gap, and it was a very close finish, obviously. But I'm really glad to be back in the top step of the podium.
So an exciting, if not controversial, race day comes to an end, with the lead at the top of the championship closer than ever. And if you don't want to miss out on the action, then join the 600cc riders next time out at the Dubai Autodrome on March 29th.